मेरे को डर लगता है अमीरों से बात करने में।
Why?
बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो उन्होंने देखी नहीं होंगी कंट्री में।
Like what?
Like caste.
I get casted all the time.
वोट करते हो?
Yes. So I'm American. I vote in America.
What?
Yeah.
What's your height, Orry?
5'4" on a good day. People call me a chakka every single day. People call me na Orry behan ki lodi. Like the other day someone called me a rand on the road and I was like, it's all good. I'm a classy rand.
Okay.
Last month I made 76 lakhs on just one day, like one reel.
What?
15 to 25 lakhs, you can buy me for lunch, you can buy me for dinner. People always say like, वो बंदा कैसा famous हुआ, सिर्फ celebrities के साथ photo लेते हैं, वो कुछ नहीं करते. You don't realize how difficult it is to take pictures with celebrities. It's not easy.
Who is one person that you want to click a picture with?
The PM, I'm manifesting the PM. That would be the biggest validation.
वाह क्या सीन है.
आप क्या बोलते हो? ध्रुव राठी को you call?
Dhruv Rathee. Also, I think he's an anti-national.
कौन होता है एंटी नेशनल? सच में मेरे को क्यों धक धक हो रही है दिल में? दिस इज द फर्स्ट टाइम आई एम टॉकिंग टू समवन हु हैज मेट सो मेनी सेलिब्रिटीज.
I get that a lot.
I am personally very 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 excited, nervous to see कि कैसे हम लोग एक इंडिया के छोटे गांव के क्रिएटर को सिखाएंगे इस कॉन्वर्जेशन से. A conversation with a person who is in every party and who just lives.
Girl.
Today we are going to talk to Orry, whose real name is Orhan Avatramani.
Yes, it is.
Yes. What do your parents call you, Orry?
Orry.
Orry.
Orry. So it's Orhan. So Orhan was Orry. When I went to an international school, I was in boarding school. So Orry became Orry and Orry stayed.
Okay.
So my parents hate it actually. They hate Orry. Like O-R-R-Y. My mother hates it. When she hears it, she's like... And she hears it every day from 100 other people. She goes to Pilates. Everyone's like, oh, Orry, Orry's mom, Orry, Orry, Orry. Goes to badminton, Orry, Orry.
Who is one person that you want to click a picture with? किसके साथ नहीं हुई?
The PM. I'm manifesting the PM.
What pose will you give? What will you wear?
This.
I think you'll have
I'll have to wear something more formal. But I'm hoping that one day I will be blessed with the honor. That's it. That's all that's left for me.
Do you think Prime Minister Modi knows about Orry?
I hope so. I hope. That would be the biggest validation. Him or Nirmala Sitaram.
Why did you say yes to this conversation, Orry?
I thought you would ask me more serious political questions. I thought we were doing an interview on geopolitics. And I told everyone, I was like, I'm going for a geopolitics interview. I was so excited to talk about Iran and the Strait of Hormuz. And I don't know, like, is the earth flat or is it round? Because I believe I'm a flat earther.
I'm sure.
And I thought you were going to ask me such questions. That's why when I saw the question list, I was like, oh, I thought it was going to be hardcore. I came with flashcards.
Why do you believe that the earth is flat?
I just believe it's flat. Now, that's my personal belief. I've not been to the moon, so I don't know if it's round.
Do you think God exists?
I do. I do believe in God.
Which God exists?
They're multiple.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Do you think God exists in a shape?
I haven't really given it that much thought. No, I have not.
Do you think God exists in a book?
I mean, yeah, because so many people write about him, so he obviously exists in that book.
Ask me a question.
Ask you questions. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you love your country?
On a scale of 1 to 10. I think scale of 1 to 10 नहीं होना चाहिए. Scale 1 to 5 होना चाहिए.
Fine, 1 to 5.
ठीक है? 3.8.
Fine. You are someone who's visited such, I don't want to say dark, but such dim parts of our country. Be it a slum, be it the trash place. Like sometimes I'm seeing your videos and I'm like, I need to wear like mugs on my feet. What is it called? Rain boots and like a PP suit. And you're just there living your best life. I'm like, it's not that I wouldn't touch those things or be there. It's like, what if I actually get a disease and die? So you've really seen the bottom. And I'm sure on the internet you've seen the top. You don't have to experience it. You can just see it and you know what it is, right? Like, if you could change only one thing, just one thing, not many things, just one. Would you fix the pollution, or would you fix the trash, or would you fix the littering, or the air quality? Just one specific thing from all the rubbish that you've seen.
Civic sense.
Okay, that kind of helps many problems.
हाँ, मेरे को लगता है civic sense आ जाएगा तो अपने आप ही ठीक हो जाएगी बहुत सारी चीजें.
You wouldn't raise the level of poverty.
नहीं, वो सीधा उससे नहीं है पता है, उस class
You
change
wouldn't
कर दो
control the
तो.
population.
नहीं, पॉपुलेशन तो मेरे को लगता है रीज़न ही नहीं है इस सब का। अच्छा, बट मेरे को ये बहुत अच्छा लगता है कि ये इंटरेस्टिंग है कि लोग पूछते हैं कि आप इतने गरीब जगह पे जाते हो, तो मेरे को डर लगता है अमीरों से बात करने में।
Why?
I'll not agree to a lot of the things that they
What would you
say.
not agree with? This is the great convo.
मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि बहुत सारी चीज़ें हैं जो उन्होंने देखी ही नहीं होंगी कंट्री में,
Like what?
लाइक कास्ट और
I get casted all the time.
दैट्स अ डिफरेंट कास्टिंग। मतलब जैसे इंडिया में कास्ट सिस्टम होता है,
Okay, yes.
वो वाला कास्ट सिस्टम, नॉट द
Brahmin, Kshatriya,
Yes.
untouchables.
यस। मतलब मेरे को ऐसा लगता है कि इंडिया में आप एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री वाला ना सीधा जाके गरीब के चेहरे पे कैमरा रख सकता है, पर एक मिलियनेयर के घर में नहीं घुस सकता वो सीधा। एक गेटेड सोसाइटी में घुसना कैमरे के साथ मेरे को ज्यादा पीट देगा देन
Of
वो
course, but
गंदी
you can't
जगह
break into someone's house.
या
If the house is a little hut with like open windows and an open door, you can
Yeah.
record and zoom. But that's not a reason you would get scared. Why would you get scared?
and I also think कि you have to behave a certain way, ask the right questions when you're talking to someone.
There is a certain etiquette
हाँ,
that everyone has. That if someone doesn't have, you know they don't belong. And you know what they say, if you don't belong, don't be long. Move along. No, I'm kidding. Yes, I understand what you're saying. In certain parts of life, in certain rooms that are higher up, you behave with a certain decorum, or you talk in a certain way, or I can just tell your level of education where you've gone to college just by just the way you're talking or your accent, and I can really quickly judge and split you apart. Sure. Like the Titanic, when the mom sees Jack for the first time, right? But that's not a reason to really be scared. Like, why would you be scared? Like, were you scared to meet me?
yes,
Oh, okay, that's pathetic. And that's lame.
yes.
Listen, if someone ain't paying my bills, I ain't scared of them. So I really don't care. If I didn't break the law, I ain't scared of no like government person. And if you ain't paying my bills, I ain't scared of you. A lot of times people are like, oh, how do you talk to these people? And you're so like calm and talking like yourself. I was like, he ain't paying my bills. His money ain't coming into my bank account. So why would I be scared? Why would I be afraid of someone who ain't taking care of me? I'm responsible to only two people in my life. Him and maybe my parents.
I feel like the scaredness doesn't come from you. पर मेरे को तो लगता है कि मैं अभी भी अपने ऑफिस वालों से भी जिसको मैं पैसा दे रही हूँ उसके सामने भी अगर मेरे को प्रेजेंटेशन देनी होगी मैं
Okay,
तब भी
but that's a personal problem. You're just scared to carry in general. You're not a
Yeah.
confident person. I don't know how your camera front person usually call me. This is some personal issue. This is not some rich people, poor people का issue. It's a personal issue.
नो बट रिच पीपल में थोड़ा एग्जैजरेट होता है।
Why?
तो इसलिए मेरे को तो आपका काम, जैसे आप बोल रहे हो ना कि आप उन गलियों में जाते हो जहाँ पे कुछ भी कीड़े मकोड़े
Yeah.
ये गंदगी है और आपको वो लगता है कि कैसे चली गई ये इंसान यहाँ पे, मेरे को आपके साथ लगता है कि कैसे चला गया ये
How
इंसान
did I go to
पार्टीज में।
someone's house with such beautiful sofas and paintings? Like, what's
Yeah.
scary in that? Like, chill out, enjoy the artwork, have a drink, like, relax. Just be confident in yourself, man. It's not that big a deal. People aren't that scary. No one's going to bite you. Like, and most people are too busy to even be thinking about you. You may enter a room and say, oh my God, are people looking at what I'm wearing? Am I dressed okay? Like, does my breath smell? Or do I have BO? Or whatever thoughts may go through your head. But like, no one's really thinking about you. You're not that important. You have to remember you're not that important. And in a rich person's life, they're the most important person in their own life. So you're not that important to them. And you have to think about it. Everyone is the superstar of their own life. I am the hero in my movie. If my life is a movie, I'm the main character. Your life's a movie, you're the main character. His life's a movie, he's the main character. So no one's thinking about you that much. They're
What's
just
your
not.
ideal movie? मतलब if someone was to cast Orry into a movie, क्या होती है वो मूवी? क्या रोल करता है Orry?
I feel like I had an answer for that. I can't think about it right now.
I'm sure you must have asked this question in parties.
No, actually, no. The last thing movie people talk about is movies. But I'll have to give it a thought. The Duchess with Keira Knightley. I remember when I watched that movie, my brother asked me, he's like, would you rather be famous and depressed or not famous and happy? I was like, famous and depressed. Because we were watching The Duchess, where she becomes the Duchess and she becomes famous, but she's really depressed and eventually she dies. And I just felt like I wanted to be her.
Nice. And what is a movie that you'll not say yes to?
Like Love Aajkal 2. I don't know, like some weird movie, I don't know. Shawshank Redemption, I don't know. That's a silly question. I don't want to be in jail, so I'll choose a jail. I don't know.
Who is the creator that you'll want to work with?
I don't dream of working with anyone.
Except PM Modi.
But no, I just want a picture with him.
Okay. But would you want a collab post कि हाँ इसके साथ
Who
कर
wouldn't?
सकते हैं? With a creator.
Give me.
Dhruv Rathee.
No, thank you. And actually, I would. I would love. That would be fun. I don't have to like someone to work with them.
I see you commenting on a lot of reels on Instagram.
Yeah, I comment.
Is that you?
That's me. That is actively me. It's my favorite pastime. I comment. I have a lot of opinions and I give them.
And do you have someone who has access to your Instagram?
My assistant, but his only job is to untag me from photos that I'm not in. Because a lot of random people tag me and things. That's it.
और कौन है औरी की टीम का part?
No, I'm a one-man show.
I'm sure you have security guards, etc.
Sure, but I wouldn't say they're Team Orry. Like, they are my security. There's my travel people. There's my assistants. But if you say, what is Team Orry? No. I produce, I direct, I act, I write, I script, I force people to be in the reels or I blackmail them. Then I edit and then I post it. So if you ask what created and brought me here, that's that. There's no one else. I hold the camera, I hold the light, I tell you what to say, I record it myself. If I came with a light and a mic person, people wouldn't be that comfortable. So that's about it. Yes, I have my security and I love them. Yes, I have my assistant, I love him. But they don't help in production of Orry, right?
When Orry says कि Orry खुद लिखता है, produce करता है, direct करता है, edit करता है, what is something that Orry loves doing in this entire creative process?
Editing.
Editing
is my passion.
मुझे भी एक क्रिएटिव प्रोसेस का सबसे इंटरेस्टिंग और बेस्ट पार्ट लगता है एडिटिंग। आज ना मेरी टीम में 10 से ज्यादा एडिटर्स हैं जो AI यूज करके अपने क्रेजी आइडियाज विजुअल्स में बदलते हैं। जैसे ये 14 मिलियन वाली YouTube शॉर्ट में मैं हूँ ही नहीं, मेरी आवाज जनरेट की इस टूल से और विजुअल्स आए यहाँ से। अपनी ऑन ग्राउंड डॉक्यूमेंट्रीज में भी हम लोग बहुत AI यूज करके और बेटर चीजें निकाल पाते हैं, जैसे ये गाना। मेरे एडिटर ने AI से बनवाया सिर्फ 5 मिनट में। AI से जुड़ी ऐसी कई लर्निंग्स हमने शेयर की है अपनी लाइव वर्कशॉप में, जिसका नाम है AI फॉर कंटेंट क्रिएशन, जहां आपने हमसे डायरेक्टली सवाल पूछे और डाउट्स क्लियर किए। हमने इसमें बताया है कि आइडिएशन से एडिटिंग तक हम लोग एक वीडियो बनाने में कैसे कैसे AI यूज करते हैं। अगर आप रजिस्टर करोगे तो हम फ्री में आपको देंगे हमारे एग्जैक्ट प्रॉम्प्ट्स जो मैं खुद यूज करती हूँ। हमारे टाइटल और थंबनेल्स के टूल भी हम आपको फ्री में देंगे। तो अभी रजिस्टर करो, लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है और पिन कमेंट में भी। सीखते हैं साथ में।
I always like to be able to look at something and change it and tell a story that I wanted to tell. You realize when you have a lot of content and a lot of footage, you can edit it however you want and you can change the narrative and change the story. And having that control was always my passion. Because I never had control of my own life, right? Like, people always would like to say what they want and write what they want. You can't control that. And, you know, I was always told that you're meant to be seen and not heard. And so I never had any control on what people would say about me or write about me and stuff like that. So I would love editing because I would control what you're seeing. And like I said, you're meant to be seen and not heard. I very rarely talk like this openly. It usually backfires. And we watch my reels. I don't talk to the camera. I may talk in the reel, but I don't talk to you. So my life, you have full access, front row seats to my life. Whether you want it, you have it. You don't want it, you still have it because the algorithm will push it at you. You don't know me. You can see me shower, brush my teeth, take a potty, go to sleep, wake up, I'm drunk, I'm falling. If you don't see me on my Instagram, you see me on someone else's on a public. You get so much 360-degree access to me, but you don't actually know me. I'm probably one of the people who you have so much access to my life, but yet you won't know anything about me because I don't talk to you.
क्या दिखता है आपके फीड में ज्यादातर? What are top things that you consume?
Okay, top things that come on my feed. Good-looking guys, because body is motivation, or I want to collect them to be my friend. Because I don't want more girlfriends. I'm at this stage in my life, I have a lot of female friends. I'm constantly surrounded by estrogen, but I'm a boy's boy. So I like good-looking macho men around me because it makes me feel very who? Oh, do you know this story? I was at an event. I just bleached my hair. So my hair is fried. And some girl comes to shake my hand. And I gave her a fist bump. I was like, you go, girl. What's wrong in the fist? I don't know where your hand has been and you look like a nose digger. She looked like she dug her nose. I don't want to touch her hand. My hair's on fire. A few days later, I'm on Instagram and someone sends me a reel and says, Kuch Kuch Hota Hai soundtrack. And this girl's talk about how she came to this event. It's the night of her life. And she came to meet me and she made a skit about how I didn't shake her hand and I fist bumped her. And how I humiliated her and shamed her publicly because I refused to treat her. One, I don't need to fucking touch you. I don't know. You don't touch me, my body, my choice, etc. So I don't need to be shaking your hand, but I gave you a fist bump. If Zayn Malik gave me a fist bump, I'd be happy. And 3, you look like you dug your nose. At least look like a nose digger if you're going to go around and try and shake people's hands. That video did very well. It was viral and made headlines and blah, blah, blah. So remember, negativity sells more than positivity. So I think when people say all this negative shit, they're just doing it for their own personal reach. None of those people are doing anything good in their life or lives of animals, but they'll sit and yell at other people. That's my point of view.
मेरे को ऐसा नहीं लगता कि negativity sells more than
You don't?
positivity. नहीं.
It does.
मेरे को लगता है इंडिया इज एट अ प्लेस वेयर हाइपर पॉजिटिविटी
No. Tragedy sells, poverty sells, negativity sells. Human beings don't like looking at anything better than other people suffering. Trust me. You make a video, and you do. You make a video on other people suffering or someone doing badly, your views will skyrocket.
व्हाट अबाउट पीपल जो बोलते हैं कि यार इंडिया में पोल्यूशन है या फिर
That's our pollution. We did it to ourselves. You gotta love it. You dirty your home, you live in it, right? You dirty the sheets, you sleep in the dirty sheets, like whatever. You want to clean India, clean India. Swachh Bharat, yeah, woo. You know, Bombay is the best city ever. I don't love New York like that. I don't love London the way I love Bombay, and I just love India as a country. I don't think I'd want to live in any other country. Sometimes I spend half my year outside just because I'm traveling and this and that and this and that. And scratch that. I won't end up in America. I will retire and live in Kodaikanal.
ओह नाइस
I don't even know why I said that. So yeah.
यू सेड कि रिटायर होगे तो
Kodaikanal.
कोडाईकनाल में जाओगे है ना
Yes. Oh my God, that's me. Yeah.
दिस वाज योर स्कूल इन
Yes.
कोडाईकनाल
Yeah.
एंड
I
यू
was
वर
wearing that same T-shirt last night. How funny is that? When I met Rihanna in it. So this photo, I took it 10 years after graduating because I had a dream to revisit boarding school by train. 10 years after graduation. Because in my Hindi essay when I graduated, I thought the essay would be about pollution. And my Hindi is awful. So I mugged up an essay about pollution. Beautiful essay, the words. And I sat down and I was so sure the IB question would be pollution, padhushan, whatever. And I sat down and I read the exam essay question. Just guess what it was.
पोल्यूशन
Rail, Gadi, ki yatra. And I was like, who is rail? Where is Gadi? What is a yatra? I was fucked. I've gone to the bathroom howling. And then vigilators comes like, what's up? I was like, you know what, rail Gadi. And then vigilators happens, yeah, like the train something. And I understood it means journey of a train. So I've come back to my seat. And it's not in my nature to panic. I'm a solution finder, problem solver. And so I got ready and I said, we're doing this. Rail Gadi ki yatra. Intro. स्कूल के बाद 10 साल हुआ है मैं मेरा पाठशाला को वापस मिलने जा रहा है मैं मुंबई शहर में है मैं रेलगाड़ी पर चढ़ा और कोडाईकनाल की तरफ गया इंट्रो the body the whole pollution essay deforestation acid rain mercury in the lake soil erosion avalanche everything you could write every in the body conclusion मैंने इतना डर गया कि मैं वापस ट्रेन पर रेलगाड़ी पर बैठकर वापस मुंबई शहर निकला You have to give it to me. I was very smart and very intelligent.
yes.
I got on the train, the whole pollution essay. I got back. It was my journey of everything I saw from the train was pollution, and I passed. So it was my dream that 10 years later I'd visit Kodaikanal by train, and I did. And it was so funny because the railway ministry put out a whole PR thing saying, if Orry can ride the train, you can ride the train. And my train journey caused so much chaos because my shoe was more expensive than the whole train. So headline, Orry's 9 lakh rupee chappal is more expensive than the whole train compartment. Then people realized my foot was on the chair, like, the sofa bed of the train. Orry disrespects train by putting his foot on, shoe on, bed or whatever. I was like, people are spitting pan on my face, but I'm disrespecting the train. I put my backpack as a pillow and slept, and someone took a picture. Orry uses LV backpack as pillow. Like, gosh, everything on that train. Like, there was a line of people down the compartment coming to take pictures and go take picture, go take picture. It was quite funny. No security, just me and my roommate on a train to Kodaikanal.
कौन से कोच में ट्रैवल किया था?
The cheapest one, non-AC. I told him it has to be non-AC. It can't be a nice coach. I was very clear when my roommate booked it.
कितनी बार ट्रेन में ट्रैवल किया है और
I think once in like juniors, high school for some school trip, and then this. But I'm obsessed with trains.
Okay.
It's my dream to go on a Vande Bharat.
Huh.
No one will take me. I keep telling people, I was like, it's my dream. One person should want to take me on a bloody Vande Bharat, no one takes me on it. It's also my dream to go to Candies, but no one's taking me there.
You've never been to Candy?
No, and every time I pass it and someone comes like, I've never been and I've always wanted to go. And I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Just fucking take me to bloody Candies, man. It's right there. We're outside. It's in Bandra. It's on Pali Hill. I'm next to my gym. Take me to freaking Candies. And no one's... I don't know what to order. I don't know what to do. I don't know we go left or go right. Like, whatever. Anyways, I love the train.
And how was this experience? How was boarding school in
I was the
Kodaikanal?
most popular person in Kodaikanal when I was in school. And I was the most popular person when I visited again. So I was consistent. All the kids loved me. We had a whole fan meet and greet. It was great.
This was an all-boys school?
No, boys and girls.
Both. Co-ed था. और boarding school में रहना कैसा होता है?
I loved it. Because you're in a dorm, right? I loved my dorm. And our dorms were like little houses. It wasn't like a building, like a hostel type situation. So each dorm had a unique charm to it, and surrounded by trees and bison, and you're in the wood. I remember once I was going from dorm to school and a herd of bison started walking towards me and I got scared. So I lied down in the gutter and they walked over me. Because there were like a herd of them. They can get quite dangerous. And my dorm that time was like in the foresty type situation.
Okay, so that was a real bison.
Yeah, what do you think I was talking
मैंने
about?
research में पढ़ा, मैंने बोला ये क्या लिखा हुआ है?
So you know that when it's raining and it's like the terrain is like up down of our like dorms and all, right? So when it's raining, they would have these like rain gutters. So like it goes down like that and there's a grill. So I just went into one and just tucked there as the bison left. Once I had to climb the basketball thing and just stay on top until the bison ended. It was quite lovely.
And why did your parents send you Tamil Nadu में?
I think Kodi was a good school, hill station. I don't know why my mom chose it, but best decision of my life. I grew as a person. I got to experience myself. You know, they say you're finding yourself and people are finding themselves at 20 and 30 and 40 and like losing their shit and having midlife crisis. My parents saved me by giving it to me in advance. By putting me in that school, I was allowed to blossom and try all my personalities to find what really is me. And see, in Bombay, you're in school all day studying and then you're finishing your private tutoring all day. There's no life. I was in ICSE, there was no life and I couldn't speak Hindi to save myself, so I was going to flop anyways.
In Kodai, what were the languages?
So I got to redo Hindi as a second language. So in the IB, you get to do Spanish as a second language. You start Spanish from scratch. So I did Hindi second language. So I got to restart Hindi from scratch. So even with my Tuta Fotula Hindi, I was able to do it. Because it's like you're starting from scratch. You don't have it's not like ICSE 10th grade Hindi, perfect Hindi.
Okay. And Kodai as a jagah kaisi hai?
Best. I don't know how to explain it to you. I love it. Maybe now it's more gentrified. When I was graduating like over 10 years ago, there was a Pizza Hut and a CCD and a this and a that. So I hope it's not lost too much of that, but it was lovely. Best.
And do you, जब एक reel डालते हो तो उसको plan करते हो?
So I don't plan I do sometimes like Halloween, I do costumes, so I plan it, but I don't normally plan reels in advance. I'm not a content creator in the way that I make reels. I don't sit at home and plan my reels and my this and my that. If I didn't post a reel, it's okay. When I said I'm living, I'm a liver, I didn't say it to be funny. I meant it. Like, I've been saying it for a while. Like, oh my God, I'm living my best life. I'm a liver. I post my life. I don't post content. And I document my life in the form of reels. So when you say, do I plan my reels? I know the trends. I know what's happening. I usually set the trends also, kidding. But I know what's happening. So I document my life as a reel, in the reel format. So if I'm at a party, I use a reel format to document the party. Does that make sense? To document, if I'm on a holiday, I use the format of a reel to document my holiday. So I'm not planning my reels in the sense that this week I have to put X amount of reels and it has to be about this and that. Like, no, I'm not planning like a content creator, like an influencer. If you scroll through my reels, you're just going to see my life. You're going to scroll through my life. That's not the same for content. They're doing get ready with me videos or beauty videos or their athletic muscle, whatever that niche is, whatever that topic is, whatever it is, comedy, vomedy, this, that. No, I'm using reels to document my life. That's it. And I don't even believe in creating trends or doing something unique. I tell everyone, like, I don't care. I'm not trying to be original. I will take the trends of other people and what they've done in work and just use their own trend. And I will always get more views because like I'm me. But I take that and I credit them fully. If I see someone's reel that I think was amazing, but they didn't do that well, I credit them. I let them participate, either on the edit or on the voiceover or something, and I credit them fully there. I'm not trying to be an original content creator. I'm not trying to create content that other people love and copy, even though they do. I just take from the best and apply it to my own life, and I document my life as a reel, and that's it. I'm not looking to do anything other than that. I use reels to document my life. The other day I did this trend, which was like Ram, and like it's like the day in my life in Indonesia, my friend's birthday. The guy whose trend it is a tour guide in Rishikesh. Like, you give him money, he takes you for a tour of Rishikesh. And I was watching his reels and they do really well. And he says Ram, but let's say like there's some man reading a book, he'll be like IIT ki exam. And the two dogs are fighting, he's like Dhruv Rathee ki fight. So he won't say what's happening, the comedy, the metaphor of what it is, right? So I was like, great trend. So I did it. And I gave him the script and I let him do the voiceover. And he was so happy and his family was calling him and his friends were calling him. He was just a tour guide from Rishikesh. And I took his format and I took his trend and I put it into my own life. And of course, that reel blew up and he was so happy, right? So I'm able to see trends that will work and then I apply it to myself. Sometimes I feel bad because the original creator, if you take all his reels together, will not have as many views as even my one copied reel of his. But I guess that's a sense of pride for him too.
How do you think about wearing things before going to an event? क्या चलता है दिमाग में? कैसे outfit
It took
decide
me
करते
3
हो?
seconds to put this on. I was going to wear this or a black t-shirt with a zipper, and I asked my friend who was at home, I was like, should I wear this or that? And he was like, wear the naked top because you're not going to do that and I'll do that. It'll be cool to see that. So I was like, let's go. Also, I just love being in my own body, and I just love when my nipples are out because I can think better, and I'm a boy, so I can, so I do. I don't really put that much. I don't like sit and do styling. I don't have a stylist who comes home and styles me for events and parties, and I don't do none of that. I shop and I wear what's in my closet.
Do you do skincare?
No, I don't touch shit to my face.
Really?
I don't wear makeup. I have a zero makeup policy as well.
क्यों?
I just don't believe that boys should wear makeup. No, like skin makeup. Like if I wanted to wear like blue eyeliner and like pink lips, like a creative, colorful thing, yes. But I just think of like the rugged skin of a man is how it should stay. I don't think we should have flawless, like, you know what I mean? Like I would not see a guy like that. No need for concealer and foundation is what I mean. You want to wear your mascara, you want to do your lips, you want to do your eyelashes, that's fine. Now, yeah, sure, if you're one of those guys going for that full decked up, snatched look and that's your thing, yeah, go ahead. I would not. I just wouldn't. I like my skin, touch wood, and I wouldn't. Even if I have a pimple or my under eyes are dark, I wouldn't cover it up. I think boys are not meant to do that.
बचपन में did you do dressing a lot? Like अभी जैसे you dress, would you dress in your childhood also वैसे ही?
So I go through many phases in my dressing. Sometimes I can do a black t-shirt. If I'm in my fit state, then I can do a black t-shirt and jeans and pull that off. And if I'm not, I can do whatever the hell I want. Like, I feel like I'm someone that can really pull off anything. And I've always been able to pull off anything. That everyone's like, what is your secret talent? I was like, my secret talent is I could wear a potato sack and look great. And I could wear, honestly, anything and look great. I don't think, like, look at what I'm wearing right now. I don't think there's anything. This was like a sock that, you know, when it came, it was like a sock-sized t-shirt, we cut holes in it. So yes, I've always dressed a bit OTT. I've always been an over-the-top person, but time and place is important.
What's the most outrageous that you have dressed according to you?
The most outrageous that I've dressed according to me. You know what? According to me, it's not that outrageous. A lot of times you may see and be like, what the hell are you? Go change, you look like a hooker. Like the other day, someone called me a rand on the road. And I was like, it's all good. I'm a classy rand. The one that athletes and politicians use, you know? But the point is that you may see it and think like, shit, like on your graph, it's like, Orry's too over the top. But for me, it's like, you know, like the heart rate goes up, down, up, down. For you, you may see, oh, no, like we want something too much, too little, too much, too little. But for me, it's the same. Like, this is my everyday. It's not that over the top. When I was graduating, I wore like these gladiator heels, so like wedges, like giant, this big, because I'm short. Since under my graduation robe, I had this big heels. And I'm like suddenly the height of everyone else. And my parents didn't make it to my boarding school graduation. My mom saw pictures. She's like, you're wearing heels? And she was like completely torn apart. She's like, what is going on? And I was like, I mean, I needed the height. What did you want me to be, the midget in the crowd? Overlooked by everyone? I was like, this wasn't a gender thing. It was a physical thing. So you may say that was a lot, but it wasn't that big a deal for me.
What's your height, Orry?
5'4" on a good day. On a good day.
So, do you think कि height जो in if a person in India, एक मर्द जो है इंडिया में अगर छोटा होता है तो difficult है?
लड़कियों को बॉनी नहीं पसंद है. Did I say that right?
Yes.
Yes, it's a fact. Sorry to all my short kings. I didn't make the rules. What do you think I do? And I'll tell you how I do it.
Okay, so I think you plan which is the next biggest party in
I
the
don't
world.
even plan that because I don't plan the parties. I just attend them. How can I plan which is the biggest party because someone else has to host the party? So I'm just sitting around waiting to get invited and trust I get a lot of invitations. And that's about it.
How many invitations?
Multiple. And forget multiple in the same day. So sometimes I'm like, shit, like I can't choose between people. How do I hop between parties and then have to keep clothes in my car and change like a poor person in my car because if I go to the same party, different party, same outfit, and I get papped and the pap picture is going to look at the same place, and the people of the parties are going to get offended. And people also, when I come to their parties, expect me to cover it. They expect it to be documented through my stories because that's the footage of what happened inside. Only I do that. No one else does that. And so it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure. You think when I enter a party, I'm like going to the bar and dancing and flirting and giggling. No. When I enter a party, my brain scans like there are 300 guests here. That means I have to take 300 photos. That means I have to give bhau khao of 2 minutes to each guest. I have to go guest by guest by guest, talking, doing a little ooh, a little ah, then take the picture. Because you can't just go, hi picture, go, hi picture. You can't do that. So you have to do bhau khao. Do you know how taxing it is on my brain to scan that room, to go person to person, know enough information about each person, to have that ongoing conversation? Then, and I don't click the picture. I don't have a photographer. I have to give the picture. I'm at the liberty of some rando at the party, and what if they take a bad picture? So now I know how to do this and this and this to guide the person taking my picture to get that perfect. And you can only take 1 or 2 pictures max, because I have to edit the pictures. And each picture takes about 60 seconds to edit. I have to airbrush everyone. I have to have eyelashes. I have to remove the whites from there. Everyone needs to look beautiful because those pictures go viral. And I'm responsible for that, to make sure no one's doing anything naughty, like kissing, whistling in the background. I can't be doing all of that. So, you know, people don't realize how difficult it is to actually, people always say like, वो बंदा कैसा famous हुआ, सिर्फ celebrities के साथ photo लेते हैं, वो कुछ नहीं करते. You don't realize how difficult it is to take pictures with celebrities. It's not easy. It's not, and you know, when I post the picture, but if they don't like the picture, that onus is on me. They may get angry and they may get pissed and unfollow me. Right? So people don't, it's very difficult to take pictures with famous people. It's not as easy as it looks.
Has there ever been an instance कि आपने किसी के साथ फोटो खिंचाई और फिर वो गुस्सा हो गया आपसे?
Yes. Sometimes they have. I have in the past many times made a mistake where maybe someone's cleavage is showing too much. So nowadays I just edit the cleavage out. Or maybe someone's looking a bit fat, or maybe in the background something. That happens a lot. So now I always do a background check, but sometimes I'd forget to do a background check. So many, and I edit it myself. There's no editor. I take the responsibility to make sure, because I know everyone's edits. I know what people like, and not just famous people. They're also HNIs. They're also like a lot of people. I treat everyone with the same importance. No one is treated differently for any reason. And even the order of the photos, there's no order of famous to not famous. My photo dumps, my party dumps, are an honest, heavily edited reflection of the evening. So it's not my job to choose who's in the picture, not in the picture, cool, uncool, famous, not famous, but it's my duty to give the audience an honest representation of what happened the night before and who was there and what they were wearing.
And why is it important to click pictures with 300 people?
Because let's say I took pictures with 299 and you were the one I didn't click a picture with. Wouldn't you feel bad? And I'm not going to do that to anyone. So everyone, if you spent more than 10 seconds with me at the party, you are entitled to a feature in the series.
तो मेरे को थोड़ा सा और इस पे जाने दिमाग में कि ठीक है कि ऑरी को इनविटेशन आया है एंड ही गोज इनटू अ पार्टी. सो नाउ इन हिज माइंडसेट ही ऑलरेडी नोज दैट एवरीवन हु इज इन दिस पार्टी ही विल बी क्लिकिंग अ पिक्चर विद, है ना. तो अब यू एंटर्ड अ रूम, डू यू नाउ थिंक अबाउट क्या हर इंसान के लिए आपके पास एक कॉन्वर्जेशन है जो आप करोगे? एंड हाउ डू यू प्रिपेयर फॉर दैट? इज देयर अ टीम?
No, you just have to be up to date on everyone. And I'm friends with everyone, so I know what they're up to, but you have to be up to date, right? You can't just go and be like, hi, I want picture. That's rude. None of these people have I gone to and said, hi, I want picture. I don't do it like that. Firstly, I don't even know how I'm in that picture. How is it Kareena Kapoor, Orry and Deepika Pak? What elevation these ladies have done for me. I look at that picture, it's in my room, and I look at it every day and I wonder like, how did I get there? Like, I don't belong there, you know? Like, okay, all these solo pictures with everyone, yes, but how did I get between the two of them? And I think Alia Bhatt took that picture as well. So I was like, I'm really famous, if that was the moment that existed. Sometimes people have said no to me. And remember, no once means no forever. So if you have said no to me once, you'll never get a feature in my stories again. So many times people have said no to me. And then later in life, they want to be and they say, oh, we can take our pictures. Like, oh, no, but we can't. No, I can't. Sorry. In the beginning, I would want these pictures, right? I would go and take them. And it was more for me. It helped me so much. But now we've reached a point where people want to be in them. People want to be in that series. I've had like a superpower. If I go near someone and I don't take a picture with them, I can see the smile leave their face, because then they're questioning their own identity. Like, am I not famous or relevant enough that this nutcase didn't ask me for a picture? And I smile and I walk away. And I do it on purpose to the people I don't like. And I remember Deepika, the first time we met, she had said, she was like, you know, everyone used to say you were so irritating. Everyone used to call you irritating. But I said, no, he has potential. That's why I'm always going to be a Deepika fan. Because even when people didn't like me and apparently called me irritating, like she was like, everyone said, I was like, who said? She was like, everyone. And I was like, why would you say that to me? And I was like, literally, I was like, who called me irritating? She's like, everyone here. And I was like, she's like, but I said you have potential. So I was like, okay, thank you.
बट और एक बात बताओ, एक फोटो में होना एक बड़े सेलिब्रिटी के साथ क्यों इतनी बड़ी डील है?
You don't want a picture of the famous person?
will want a picture with the famous person.
It's always been my thing. When I was a kid, I used to take pictures with famous people. When I was in college, I'd take pictures. I always took pictures with famous people. I love famous people. I love myself. I'm famous.
ठीक है. But what is more for Orry, क्या ज़्यादा अच्छा लगता है कि एक famous इंसान के साथ photo लेना या फिर कभी a person on the street not from a very privileged background comes to Orry and says that I want to take a picture.
I always give the picture. Very rarely do I not give a picture to a poor person from the street. Now, if it's some like normal irritating person, I may decline. But very, very rarely will you see me say no to someone. In fact, you'll see me on the run 100 people, and it gets exhausting after like 1, 2, 3, but I yet try my best to give it. In fact, now we have a standard of how I do it. If there are too many people, I stand here, the crowd stands here, one person is allowed to click, 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 come, go from right to left, right to left, right. And that person who's clicking can airdrop it to everyone. And the person who clicked everyone's pictures and who has to airdrop it or WhatsApp it or whatever, he will get the Orry touch.
Okay.
So that's how it works. There'll be 50 people here, one person here, and we do it like a factory setting. Tut, 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 tut. And the person who did all the work and whatever will get the Orry touch.
Okay.
So yeah.
For people who don't know, can you tell what's the Orry touch?
I don't think there's anyone who don't know.
Okay.
लोगों बोलते हैं हिंदुस्तान में सिर्फ 2 लोगों के poses famous है, शाहरुख खान and Orry.
Okay.
So I really love that I've reached that status. But you have to understand that I earned my fame in this lifetime. It was not handed to me. I was not born with it. So you have to realize everything I've done, I've earned, achieved, I've worked for, and so I will not say no to a poor person for a picture.
तो जब लोग बोलते हैं कमेंट में कि ये इंसान पता नहीं क्यों फेमस हो गया, what do you say to them?
Look at my body of work. Look at the things I've done. Look at the virality. You know, people think because I post reels that reels are not taken seriously. It's not a serious form of entertainment. It's just reels. But look at the reels I've delivered. Like, look at my contribution to entertainment is diluted because it's reels, because I don't do movies or TVs. But look at how famous I am without a movie and a TV show, right? You have to realize lots of people go viral. Lots of people are friends with celebs, but virality ends in 15 minutes. When I went viral the first time, be like, 15 minutes chalega. Second time, 15 minutes chalega. Third time, fourth time, fifth time. But I'm still here. A lot of people have come and gone, but I'm still here, right? A lot of actors have come and gone, have left acting, have flopped, whatever. But I'm still here, and I'm still putting a reel every single day and generating those millions of views every single day. Who else has been able to hold on to a viral moment and milk that into real fame? To go from a viral moment that ends, because virality ends, right? And milked it into everyday fame, everyday recognition. So you may say, Banda famous kyun hai? But for many things, I have my touch, I have the pictures with famous people. I do the party pictures. No one else does it, right? If I didn't do it, you wouldn't see the pictures inside the parties. I post the reels every day. I do contribute. People just don't want to look at that. And people, you know, when people like, हाँ वो privileged है इसलिए, that's a lazy person's excuse. You're lazy. If you're going to say, हाँ वो privileged है इसलिए, उसके पास ये है, वो है, it's easy to become famous, you're lazy. You're absolutely freaking lazy. Because if you're going to sit there on your lazy ass and say, yeah, he's privileged, that's why you do it. Now get up and do something. You're going to spend your whole life saying he's privileged, so you didn't do it? That's stupid, right? Figure it out. Do it yourself. I didn't grow up with everything. My first car was a third-hand Getz. Do you know how embarrassing it was to have do you know what a Getz is? It was the most embarrassing car, but my dad was like, you don't drive, so I'm not getting you a nice car. It was a Getz. I got myself the G-Wagon later when I earned it.
और when you go to parties, आपने बोला कि बाकी कोई तो नहीं कर रहा ना photos, कोई नहीं खींच रहा. क्यों नहीं खींचता बाकी लोग photos?
They don't do it. No one's gonna. Famous people ain't asking each other for pictures like that. Also, it's weird when you're at a party taking pictures, but when the flash goes off and everyone turns and they see me, they're like, oh yeah, it's Orry, it's normal, it's done, it's expected, it's allowed. But other people don't really do it.
Did it come with its repercussion कि जब flash चलाना एक party के अंदर, क्योंकि I'm sure that this is a very private space.
Yeah.
Private नहीं तो at least high class space है.
Yeah.
तो फिर उस starting के time पे कैसे वो झिझक को हटाना कि
people love me. No one will say no to me. I have a lot of goodwill because I'm really good to my friends and they're very good to me. So.
Even I get a very nice person vibe from you.
Thank you. It's very performative, I know.
पता नहीं मेरे को performative है या फिर वो असली में.
No, I'm kidding. People know I love pictures. So if you invited me to the party, it goes without saying he's going to take pictures. Once my friend sent me an invite saying, hi, I'm having a party, blah, 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 but it's a no photo party, so we're not really doing all that. I was like, I'm not coming. I was like, don't expect me to be there. I ain't taking the time out to come, to dress up, to come and gain calories through your drinks and not photograph myself and my friends and the people that I ain't come. And I didn't go. So I always say no. You know, people say no photos. I say no photo, no Orry.
कौन से celebrities के साथ सबसे interesting interaction, first interaction हुआ?
Like Rihanna and I hit it off because she took my earrings off my head. Neeta auntie, of course, I always have known. Dhoni, again, really nice guy. Met him so many times. Bebo met her so many times. Deepika, the first time I met her, she said, "You're that." And I was like, "I'm what?" She's like, "Yeah, sab log ka handbag," you know? And I was like, what? What? You're everyone's handbag. And I was like, you just call me that? Like, messaged Janvi, and I was like, I'm with Deepika, and she just called me everyone's handbag, like your handbag. People laughing about it. But it was in good humor. It was a funny joke. And I was like, I'm happy to be the handbag. Because all my girls carry really expensive, nice, exotic handbags. So if I'm one of them, great.
And what about guys? मतलब हमने बहुत सारी photos देखी हैं Orry की
Yeah.
with female
Yeah.
actresses. Do male actors entertain Orry?
Everyone entertains Orry because I entertain everyone. Who are the male actors? Arjun Kapoor is like my older brother. I speak to him a lot. We are very close that way. Ranveer Singh is so nice to me. Since always, he's always supported me. I really love him. He's always put that effort to... He gives me the photo. He gives me the reel. He knows what it does for me and for my virality and my recognition. He always does it. Knowing that, he always does it.
I want to talk about moments which defined Orry.
Virality is not planned. I name the interviews by their viral moments, but you can't plan a viral moment. You just be, and if it goes viral, you go viral. Then immediately I did Big Boss. And all my party photo dumps were blowing up. That Kareena Kapoor, Deepika, that was Shania Kapoor's birthday, which was shared with Pooja Dadlani and SRK. So everyone was there, which is why the photos had gone huge that time. And the Orry pose had just become big. But Big Boss sealed the deal. I was popping with Big Boss. That one day I was on Big Boss, sealed it. That airtime with Salman Khan, people ate that up. At some point I said, he was like, what do you do? And I was like, bhai, main kya nahi karta hai? Main Suraj ke saath uthta hai, Chand ke saath sota hai. And people died laughing and the country was making memes. And I was like, sitting with Khushi and Jami, I was like, why is it so funny? Like, I know I'm saying it cutely, but what's so funny? Khushi's like, you just said, Suraj ke saath uthta hui, Chand ke saath sota hai. He's like, that's the name of two men. And she's like, you are on national television saying you're sleeping with Suraj and Chand. Weirdly, my dad's name is Suraj. And the funniest thing is after Bhai, he was like, what? And I was like, yeah, Bhai, you know what they say, early bird catches the worm. And he's like, हाँ, मुझे पता है तुम किस worm को पकड़ रहे. I had no idea what was going on. It was so funny. So you must watch that banter. It was really, really,
So you
really
didn't plan
iconic.
that?
Nothing.
Double
They didn't
Nintendo
give me
planned
the
ही नहीं
questions.
था.
They said we want you to be natural. Not one word was scripted. When I speak in Hindi, I have to think in Hindi, translate to English, and then print it out on my tongue in English. Sorry, in Hindi. Ask me a question, I'll think of the answer in English, translate it to Hindi, and print it out on my tongue in Hindi and say it to you in Hindi. So I'm actually speaking English, but in Hindi. So I was trying to say, I wake up at the crack of dawn and I'm burning the midnight oil and sleeping. So I said, "Me Suraj ke saath hota hai, me Chand ke saath hota hai." So no, not one item was planned. It was really funny. And that really changed because I was always there for the 1% and the 10%. I was always consumed by them. Tier 1 city always knew me. After Big Boss, when I came out of the house, I was a supernova. Like, I was a superstar. I'd gone to Bastion on the top that night. It's a huge... People stood up as if I was the PM. And I was like, I couldn't go anywhere because people were... like, your average man was following the car, not media. Like, people on the road. And I was like, this was my dream. And it's true. So that changed it. And then I did Coffee with Karan, where I just did a 15-minute stunt on Coffee with Karan, which again... sealed it because between the rising popularity, between the mass of Big Boss, and remember, if you're on Coffee with Karan, you're an A-lister. You are an official celeb. No one can question it once you've sat on that couch. It cannot be taken back. So that sealed it. That was like everything I had amounted to was now validated and locked. Couldn't undo it once that episode came out. And then, since then, I put a reel every day without fail. It's a lot of work. And I do all these other things. You stay relevant, you stay in people's faces. My ideology is if I put a reel every day and I get 1 million views every day, and I usually get more, but if I get 1 million, there's 1 million people having to see my face. So I'm on your mind. Like I said, everywhere, all the time, overexposed, right?
How do you plan to be every day, everywhere, all the time?
So it's not really planning. I'm just doing things I want to do. And I just happen to be everywhere. Like I said, I go to the opening of an envelope.
और जब when you meet people from Bollywood, what do they think about someone who's creating reels? क्या Bollywood के actors, actresses
So they
अभी...
don't always, like, of course, my friends participate in my reels and like, I love them for the amount of views and support they've given me, all my girls and boys, and all of them. I love them, Bonnie Kapoor. But actors don't always want to be in a reel, even though it gives them that visibility and recognition, because they also want to be in their movies, which is long format. So if they give you a dopamine hit from a short form reel, I don't know. But I think my girls are very popular, so that doesn't apply to them.
बट डू यू थिंक कि कोई इंसान जो बड़े पर्दे में आने का सपना रखता है और आता है, वो अगर रील में फीचर हुआ या इंस्टाग्राम पे फीचर हुआ तो उसकी वैल्यू कम हो जाएगी?
So see, different strategies apply to different people. Each person can have their man can say, I don't want to be seen, I just be seeing in the movie. One can say, see me all the time. But I don't believe in not being seen. My thing is, I love Lindsay Lohan. So if she's in a reel, I watch it. If she's in a movie, I watch it. And I love her for everything she does. I love her, and therefore I watch her movies, which I also love. So I just feel if you're popular and you're loved, I don't think all of this applies to you. If Deepika Padukone's in a reel, are you not going to watch her movie? No. So if you're a strong, confident superstar, it doesn't apply to you. You don't need all these strategies. You think you're not going to watch a Brad Pitt movie if he's making reels with his kids, like, you're going to probably love him more, right? Also, those reels go viral. It keeps you relevant. It gives you that recognition, right? You're still between your movies, you're in those viral reels and people are remembering you and seeing you. So I just feel if you're confident and you're hot, it really doesn't matter. I feel like when people are like, oh no, I don't want to be in reel because of my movie, I'm like, you're stupid.
Who's the smartest celebrity according to you?
I don't think of them like that because they're my friends.
Who's the funniest?
My funniest Bollywood friend, I have to say, is Bonnie Kapoor. The way he roasts me naturally, I'm just like choking all the time. Even Deepika says random funny things sometimes. Even Katrina Kaif, man. Like the other day, like, you may not find this funny, but I was standing next to her and I was like, Katrina, I feel so little next to you. And she's like, oh, Orry, but don't you feel like that with everyone? And I like, so they're all pretty funny. They're all also very smart. So they're all very up to date on worldly
Katrina is
things.
very smart.
Very smart, very smart. But they're all pretty smart. They're all up. They are not, if you are that famous, to handle that level of fame and attention and not lose the plot and lose your marbles, trust me, your brain is very strong. Your brain is very, very strong. Your skin is thick and your brain is strong.
Who are good creators, Orry? Who are people that you watch on the internet?
I live on the Reels page. I live on that page. But I'm not watching it to watch content. I'm studying the trend. I'm checking. Like Mukesh Dhirubhai Ambani said in his Diwali 2025 speech, turn your data into decisions. So I take the data of other people's reels, the likes, the views, the share count, the comments, and I tabulate all of that into knowing what's doing well or not doing well. And I put it back into my own reels. So that's what I'm doing. So when you see me commenting those, I am commenting because I am watching it because I'm studying the reel. So I know the best reel to show you my life in.
Nice. ये अच्छा है, इस पे बात करते हैं, ठीक है? तो फिर अगर आपने देखा,
just remember, if there's ever a trend, and I do the trend, 9 out of 10 times I've won the trend because I always have my Orry twist on it. And when I do the trend ends. So just know if you've popped off and made a reel and your reel went viral, now everyone's doing the trend, the minute I do it, you're done. Like, you as a creator are over. When Orry becomes your friend for a trend, it's the end. No, it is. The minute, and some creators get so happy, they're like, oh my God, Orry did my trend and I validated it. But that's the end of you. Like, you did so well. Oh my God, Orry did my trend, the validation, oh my God. And 20 celebrities were in the reel with him doing the... That's your downfall. You're finished. And I'll just copy someone else's trend the next day and go up again. But that's when...
How does Orry keep track of trends?
I told you, I live on the Reels page.
कितने घंटे बिताते हो फोन में?
Let's see my screen time.
Yes, let's see your
and
screen
I've been with
time.
you talking for hours, so we'll never actually know like a good... How do I check screen time? Do I just go to search and screen? This is on a bad day. On a good day, I feel it can be like 14, 15 also.
You have 12 and a half hours of screen time. रोज 12.5 घंटे.
How is that possible? Whatever. But you can see some days are even higher. Oh, I think it's average 12 hours.
Yes.
Not today 12 hours. How do I see today? What day is it? It doesn't show today.
आज का दिन नहीं दिखा रहा होगा, no? Because today has not ended. But let's see yesterday.
How do I press this? See, today is 5 hours.
Yes.
How do I see yesterday?
You tap on that bar graph.
Where? This?
Yes. Yes.
9 hours, but I was doing some shit yesterday. But see, this 13 hours, 17 hours. I told you, I'm an overachiever. I've always been an overachiever. I've always gotten C plus average and I've always overachieved.
Wow. So you spend like on an average 10 घंटे से ज़्यादा on the internet.
Do you think I'm crazy? Yes, I'm crazy.
हाँ. Everyone thinks you're crazy only, Orry. It will be crazy to think that you're normal.
Exactly.
क्या है 3 tips to go viral today in India?
Don't do things to go viral. Just be it. I always tell people, like, you can't plan a viral moment. I've never planned I mean, sometimes, yeah, you know something's going to go viral. But real virality, like, when working on myself went viral, that's real viral. When everyone's making those cuts and chopping and it's everywhere and it's memes and brands are using and creators, that peak, that real, not like one reel went viral, I'm viral. Like when that so beautiful, so elegant looking like a wow went viral, that's peak virality. That, that's peak. Bikini shoot. I'm one of them. I'm the meme. When you become that, you can't plan that. If you go on Fukra Insan, he's a huge creator. If you go to his top reels, it's me. Purab Jha, huge creator. Go to his top 10, I'm still there. I have delivered reels with people who are such big internet persons, but yet mine is more.
What is good views for Orry? अगर एक reel डालता
When I
है
had 400k followers, my benchmark was 1 million in 24 hours. When I had 1 million, my benchmark was 1 million. When I had 2 million, my benchmark was 1 million. When I have 3 million, it'll be 1 million. When I have 10 million, it'll be 1 million. 1 million means, quote unquote, the reel was viral. And I'm happy with that. Because if you set the benchmark for something like that, then you'll keep having to out-weird yourself and out-randomize. Like I remember Bhai had said this to me after Big Boss when I was popped off and quite famous. And I say this many times. I tell everyone this. He said, this fame and relevancy won't last forever. So don't go crazy trying to get that attention again and again because it'll never happen. And that stuck with me. So if you set yourself up for 10 million views a reel, you will have to out-weird and crazy. You'll be acting like a crazy person on the internet. And I don't want that ever. Like, you know what? That's not me. So my benchmark's 1 million. And always remember, I don't have a content type. When you watch my reels, there's no reel before my reel that's similar to the next reel. You won't be scrolling through my profile and saying, you know, some people have get ready with me. Like your reels, for example, you have a content type, right? Where you're showcasing India and this. I know what I'm getting. I could be on an island. I could be doing a get ready. I could be sinking in the ocean. I could be dying. Nothing matches if you scroll through, right? So because nothing matches, I can't benchmark. I can't say these type of reels do X amount, right? Because there is no benchmark. One day it's a dance video that could do very well. One day it's a 1 minute video that it changes. So they can't have that benchmark, right? Fair enough?
Got it. अब जैसे when you think of trends, do you keep a saved playlist or something?
I do. I make my folders of all the reels I want to plagiarize. And I'll have Tanya Shroff birthday, Goa trip, Jamnagar, Bombay, solo reels to make alone, reels to make with famous people, reels to make with friend group, group reels, duo reels, trio reels. I have all the albums. And you have to have it. You have to have it. If you want to take this seriously, you have to have all of it. You have to. You must.
You're an organized person that way?
I told you I believe in boxes and everything has to go into box. I have like over 1,000 reels in my saves and once a month I'll go through everything to make sure they're all still relevant. And if they're not, I drop off the non, remake my albums. So yeah.
What's a good party for Orry? कितने लोग होने चाहिए एक party में?
I can have fun in a jhopad and I can have fun in a castle. Like, it doesn't matter how many people are there. It doesn't matter how less people. I'm always like, you can ask anyone. I always have a blast. I wake up every morning. I'm like, I had a blast. Like,
and is there a kind of music that you like?
I like all music. Or mostly commercial, but all music.
What do you listen to when you are at home? गाने कौन से सुनते?
Oh, I thought you were going to be like the sound of silence. Or the sound of my own thoughts, which is torture. Oh, and I've just found out who Char Diwari is. And I loved, you know that song? I love him. I love him. You know, and once I was at a party and I saw him and I didn't really know who he was. And I was like, who's this dirty looking guy? And then later I saw him on Instagram. He had these white contact lenses and this strobe light and he was singing. And I was like, he's my favorite performer. And there's that video of him like singing on stage and he's throwing his dupatta and he smacks a drone on the floor. And I'm like, see, he's not just selling music. He's selling a dream, a personality. There's something more there that's scary and I like it.
You had a hair transplant surgery, right? So kyunki
my hairline was really torn and up and down and scattered. So with minoxidil and Rogaine, your hair gets thick and kind of grows back and the transplant gives you the line back.
Okay.
I wasn't in a bad place, but I wasn't in a good place.
What place would Orry want their child to be?
I don't want kids.
Why don't you want kids?
I've never imagined my life with a kid. I don't think I want responsibility for another human being, not even a dog. I don't even want a dog. I am baby. I take care of myself. Someone else has to take care of me. And I don't want to care. What if the baby is burping or something and it chokes on its own thing and I'm holding it, it dies in my hand and now I'm in jail because freaking kid that I didn't even want. Anything I do, people make content of the things I do. The other day, I was so innocent. Kavya, I can't tell, I was so innocent. I mistook Falguni Pathak for Falguni Peacock. And it was such a big controversy. My good, did you see that? It was, people were making videos, people were protesting, people called up my mother and said, he'll never be able to send a rishta, he doesn't know the difference between Falguni Pathak and Peacock. And my mom put the phone and said, who is Falguni Peacock? My poor mom didn't know who she was. And I was like, apple doesn't fall far from the tree, mom. But like, imagine my parents are getting calls because I didn't know the difference. One famous Falguni, another It wasn't that people cared. They just wanted to make content. They just wanted to get their views and they were using me to do it. The other day, Atiya Shetty, I think, on Lata Mangeshkar's death anniversary. No, sorry, on Asha Bhosle's death anniversary, I think she put up a picture of Lata Mangeshkar. That didn't blow up. She didn't get killed for that. But the other day, I just pronounced Lata Mangeshkar's name as Lata Mangeshwari and people have lost it. Why? It was an honest mistake. Like, why would I purposely say Lata Mangeshwari if it's Mangeshkar? I genuinely thought it was Mangeshwari. The Nightingale of India, I know who she is. I'm not an idiot, but I just didn't say the name. People lost their shit. So people have always loved using me as a pivot point to make content of. Like, did you see that one reel where I used the word chakka in it? Oh my God, people went mad. Like, I was like, what's the big deal? Like, people use the word chakka all the time. People call me a chakka every single day. I was once watching an IPL match with Janvi. There's a video where the batsman bats and the cameraman is panned on my face and the commentator said, Orry, khoobsurat ka chakka. I could have gone home and cried and broken down, but I loved it. I was like, it's humor, it's good humor, it was playful. I didn't mind. He wasn't disrespecting me, he's being funny. Aryan Khan's Bads of Bollywood, I was wearing my suit that I used the next year. I commentated for the IPL. So I had an IPL suit with cricket emojis. And one said chakka. He's panned in on the chakka initial. I didn't mind. It's good humor. It's conflict. We're being funny. This word has been used against me my whole life. People have said, wo chakka hai, ye hai, third gender, she mein. God forbid, the one time I use the word that's been used against me my whole life, I'm not allowed to use it. Everyone can use it on me, but I can't use it. I wasn't even insulting those guys. They were actors. And if you watch the long format YouTube videos, the only one in that video comfortable with them. I'm the one hugging them and dancing with them in the video. They're slapping each other and I'm just put up with it saying, oh my God, the chakkas are fighting. I didn't even say yuck, the chakkas are fighting or grow. I didn't put them down. I just said it as I said it. And people have gone crazy. But every person who abused me or made a video or hit me in the comments attacking me, I checked my DMs with them. They didn't send a single DM saying, take that video down, this is offensive. You wanted to show that you were against me using the word, but you didn't send one message saying not okay, not cool, Orry. So I was like, if one person sent me a message saying, I'm really hurt by what you did, I would have probably taken it down. Even my trans friend messaged me saying, I know how you are, so like, I know you're being funny, chill out. I think one person messaged me saying, my friends don't like it. I was like, that's not an excuse for me to take. I am not going to take down a video because of the hate I'm getting from people when that was not my intention and that's not the intention. You see the video, I'm not insulting anyone. I'm not using the word in a derogatory form. Where were all these people when I used to get bullied? I still get so trolled and I still get cyberbullied saying chakka chakka. None of them ever once said, oh my God, Orry, they say, oh, I represent all of them. I never said that. But they're like, oh, you represent us and you're using the word, blah, blah, blah. But if I represent you all, when I was getting insulted, not one of you all reached out to me, not one of you all said, are you okay? How do you deal with hate? No, but when it came to this reel, you all said, yes, this is wrong. Someone said, not okay. They weren't even real comments. They were just like these sassy comments like, uncool. No. Then I realized they're just doing it for content. They're just doing it for their own reels. Because by using me and abusing me in the reel and pretending that I'm anti-trans and that I'm hating the trans or pretending that is going to get them more views. I have so many trans friends. How could I be anti-trans if I actually have... One of my really close friends is trans. How can I be anti-trans if I'm... wouldn't make sense. You know? So I just realized like people... And some of the people who made those videos of me actually really liked the videos. So like one person made this video, Faith, my friend from Bangalore. I mean, we weren't friends at the time, and made this video saying, Orry lives in a glass bubble that's so shiny, it reflects nothing. And I don't blame him for what he said. He's just so out of touch with reality. And I was like, Faith, that is so poetic. I love the voiceover. And we're actually good friends today. And after seeing the reel, Faith designs costumes for boxers. And I'm doing Khatro Ke Khiladi in May. So she's designed my Khatro Ke Khiladi entrance costume. So we became friends. If I was anti-trans, I think I'd be friends with the person who made an anti-Orry video. So I just realized people love making content using me and using me for clickbait. The other day, I was at a concert, 4,000 people concert, 4,000, I was actually wearing the same top. And I'd gone to shoot a reel in this top, because look at the top, it's hot. And extremely unfortunately, 2 people passed away at that concert, they overdosed. The news, 2 people have passed away because of drug overdose, Orry was there. Again, you've dragged my name into it. Penchut, I didn't even get to enjoy the concert, I was there for 30 minutes making a reel, and then the concert ended, I didn't even finish my reel, I never got to post it. Maybe, hopefully I'll post it by the time this is out. Why am I being dragged into everything? I guess my strategy has always been everywhere, all the time, overexposed.
What are the worst names people have
You
called
can ask
Orry?
me the worst, but to me they're not. Like I said, I've earned my hate. So every time someone comes up with a new fun way to hate me, I'm like, that's so creative. Everyone is so creative. You get an award for creativity. There was Orry, his father forgot to put S before his name. And then there was Orry Benki Lorry, which is always there. But I don't remember. Those are the standalone ones. Like, those are the best ones. And they're classic. They stay till today.
What pronouns does Orry use?
He, him.
So, have you been subjected to these comments throughout life, bachpan se?
Always. Always. I cannot change you, but I can change myself if I'm unhappy, right? So I always believe in that. You cannot change everyone around you. Don't expect everyone around you to change.
एक सेंटेंस जो कि ऑरी ने बोला है कि सिर्फ 2 genders होते हैं, एंड आई थिंक उसकी वजह से भी कुछ ट्रोलिंग हेट मिला होगा.
But a lot of backlash. Yes. I can't believe in 2026 it's controversial to say that there are only 2 genders. But no, there are 3. I was wrong. There's intersex. And so somewhere I said, I apologize to everyone who's intersex. I do apologize. That was maybe ignorant of me, and now I know better, and so I'm correcting myself. And everyone crazy again. And they think now he's saying there are only 3, but there are only 3. They go, oh, he's discrediting, he's trans people, he's saying that. No, because even if you're trans, you're male going to female, or you're female going to male. So what is the other thing? You tell me, what is the other thing?
आई बिलीव पर्सनली कि जेंडर एक स्पेक्ट्रम है, एक राइट रॉन्ग नहीं है, एक सर्कल है. ठीक है, तो फिर आपको क्या लगता है कि इंडिया जो कि इतनी डाइवर्स कंट्री है, ठीक है, देयर आर सो मेनी कल्चर्स.
Yes.
So is that a good thing about India or a...
So that's why I said unity and diversity, etc. Sometimes it's good, but sometimes it's bad. Look at how many times different cultures have clashed together, and it's caused a lot of problems, right? Now you have to do it. This is our country of India, and that's why I love our PM, because how do you manage a country with so many different cultures and things and yet keep it running and growing and amazingly going uphill, right? But I'm not a politician. I don't run the country. I can't answer how the diversity here works. I love it. But South India, and they all speak Tamil, and Maharashtrians speak Marathi, and Gujaratis speak Gujarati, and you'll always see them stick together, right?
साउथ इंडियंस ऑल स्पीक तमिल बोल दिया आपने अभी, ये भी बहुत वायरल जाके बैकलैश मारेगा.
Why? Okay, no. So exactly, there I'm wrong again. I grew up in Tamil Nadu, so I always say South India Tamil. Tamilians speak Tamil Nadu, then all the other languages, Malayalam. I don't know, I only grew up in Kodaikanal, so I only know Tamil. But there are like 5, 6, 7, 10 of them, right? So in South India, they speak South Indian. But whatever, but I mean to say again, category difference, and they all hang out with each other, right?
Yes. ठीक है, तो थोड़ा सा इंडिया.
Am I making sense or sounding stupid?
No, I think you are saying something which is different. कि कैटेगरीज हैं तो अब कैटेगरीज में ही एग्जिस्ट करना पड़ेगा ना.
Which you do, right?
Yes. कि अगर एक वर्ड होता जो कैटेगरी लेस होता तो फिर तो बात कर सकते थे हम लोग आइडियलिस्टिक चीजों की कि सब जगह पार्ट ले रहे हैं स्पोर्ट्स में या फिर सब सारे.
It's never going to happen.
It's not going to happen because the world is segregated.
But you started by saying if we had a third bathroom, then we're just making categories. And I said everything is a category. Everything is separate. Everything's in a box.
Yes.
As it should be.
Do you want a partner?
Yeah, sure. By 34. I became famous in my lifetime. I wasn't famous at 25 or 26 or 21. I wasn't 21, young, hot, getting pictured and all of that. I did it now. So I need to enjoy it now. I told Kushi, I was at Kushi the other day, I was like, we are so cool. We are hot, we are skinny, we are famous. Woo, like, yay. Like, she's like 5 years younger to me, you know? But I was like, I'm with you. I'm skinny and I'm hot and I'm famous. And this is the life I want to live. I don't want to be tied down right now. Let me be skinny, hot and famous for just a couple more years. I just got it. Let me enjoy that, you know?
कितने साल और करोगे? 4 years. That's so cute यार. I think about it 10 years.
No.
मैं 10 साल सोचती हूँ.
No,
आप 4 ही सोच.
Yeah, 34, 35, I'm okay to settle down.
And what will you look for in a partner?
Money. I'm so honest.
That's it. Even if they're shit rich, but like
whatever.
assholes. Of
I'd love
people.
that. Honestly, I feed off toxicity. I need a toxic relationship. If it's not toxic, I don't want it.
I used to think that, but then I settled with a good person.
Oh God, you poor thing. Are you bored? I was once seeing someone, the most toxic relationship of my life. There was violence, there was trauma, and I was obsessed. Like, we separated because someone else got involved and separated us. I don't want to say who, but I feel like if that third party didn't come and do it, I could be dead.
क्यों होते हैं जिन टॉक्सिक लोगों से अट्रैक्ट?
I don't know. But I need that storybook romance with the ups and the downs and the fights and the screaming. And I need that and the breaking of glass and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. So even though I say like, yeah, that person was really violent and it smacked me around a lot and I used to have to cut bangs to cover the bruises on my head and stuff like that or whatever, I'm not complaining because I thoroughly enjoyed it at the time.
And are you a monogamous person? क्या औरी को लगता है एक इंसान एक ही इंसान से प्यार कर सकता है?
No, you can get divorced maybe and if you fall out of love and remarry. I have no issues with that.
But I'm not saying that.
So I didn't
I'm
understand.
saying एक time पे क्या एक इंसान एक ही इंसान से प्यार कर सकता है?
No, you can love multiple people. That's normal.
अगर मैं किसी इंसान के साथ
हाँ.
रिलेशनशिप में हूँ
Yeah.
तो क्या मैं किसी और इंसान को भी like feel
An
attract
open relationship.
polyamorous relationship.
I don't know what all this polyvolley
open
means.
relationship.
Open relationship. I would never have one, but if you want one and that's your thing, you do you, babe. Like you don't need my validation or me. I mean, me to judge you for you to put you. So if you love someone else, you go, babe. You do both. I would never do that. I don't believe in open relationship, but I believe in cheating. So you can cheat, but you can't have an open relationship. That's fucked up. If you and I are married, we can't have an open relationship. That's weird. But if you cheat on me or if I'm cheating on you, that's okay. Am I making sense?
No, क्योंकि अगर मान लो मैंने cheat कर लिया आपको, ठीक है?
Yes.
फिर आपका क्या
So you're having a
response
love
रहेगा?
affair. And I can
Yes.
get angry with you and be like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? But you're doing your own thing and you're living your best life. Like you go, you get laid. But we ain't having a conversation and being like, yes, we can both see other people. That's weird.
Okay.
Does that make sense? That would be weird. We cannot mutually agree that we're seeing other people. That's weird. But if you're secretly having a love affair, that would be fine. Am I making sense?
I am
The
not
concept
agreeing
of
to you,
marriage
but
is
I
marriage.
hear you.
The concept of marriage is two people together committed. That does not change in my mind or for me. So you can break the concept and have a love affair. But you cannot be married and say I'm married, but we're doing other that. Then the concept of marriage doesn't break. Does that make sense? You're breaking the rule, you're breaking your contract and your promise, and you're having a love affair. But we are not saying we're married, but we're allowed to do all of this. The rule of marriage doesn't change. That's sacred. I've not been one who's cheated with many people. I mean, I have actually, but I've many times been the other one, the secret, whatever.
You've been the secret, the third one, not even the second one.
Yeah.
The third one. And do you like being the third one?
Whatever.
Recently, you got called to the court for a
To
case.
the police station.
Yes.
In Ghatkopar. Yeah.
And ये case drugs related था.
They were accusing me of meeting someone I've never met before. And I was like, I've never met him. And I meet a lot of people. Surely there would be a picture if I met him. Thank you. Yeah. How is it going?
Very good.
You
You
sure?
keep speaking.
Okay. I can't tell because normally when I do an interview, people are laughing on the set behind, but I don't know if they can understand.
हाँ प्लीज इसमें डाल दो. इस बार मेरे को पहली बार लिखना पड़ेगा वीडियो में इसको माइनस में सुनो. -2.25.
I said that. Now I talk fast. Should I talk slower?
No, you talk whatever you are comfortable in talking. Okay, जैसे भी you are.
And if you want, I can try Hindi.
नहीं, I think it's more important what you say rather than what you say it in, how you say it, etc.
What a media spectacle it was for 1 week. From the day it came in the news till my interrogation, I was dragged through the news. I was getting calls left, right, and center. People going, this one, that one, that one. Imagine and I take pictures with people at parties. So to be called a junkie, a druggie, not only damages me, but all the people in the pictures with me, the people who have given me the responsibility and said, yes, we are in pictures with Orry. I represent all of them. So I don't do any of this BS because I'm like, if I do all of this and they give me that support in pictures, it looks like they do it. So I am responsible. I have that responsibility on my shoulders to respect the people from all the stars who've given me pictures to make sure that my life is handled well. So this had destroyed. I don't think I've been sad since 2021 where I went into a fight with someone's mother. But I was sad after my interrogation because I was sitting at home, it's all done. And I was like, am I finished? My whole thing in life is I take pictures with famous people. What if they don't want to take pictures with me anymore? Like, even my best friends, like, they all knew it was fake, but what if they're like, oh no, Orry, we love you, we know it's not real, or we know it's news is news, but and imagine all the haters who've been happy, now no one wants to be seen with them, no one wants and that rumor always been there, oh, Orry is the drug dealer for all these people. But I'm like, you think these famous people are buying drugs from me and then dancing in a reel with me? You think that's what's happening? You think Kim Kardashian's going to buy drugs from me and then dance with me on Instagram? You think she's stupid? Who does that? Are you dumb? People just don't want to admit that I'm just liked by a lot of people and therefore I'm able to make reels and take these pictures with them. But I really thought 2 days after my interrogation, I was sitting at home and I was almost tearing. I didn't tear up. So the last time I cried was when I went to war with someone's mother in 2021. But I was about to tear up. Like, I don't want to get emotional right now and even remember that moment. But I was just like, and my phone goes ting. And I get a message from Deepika Padukone, and she said, no matter what happens, don't let them kill your spirit. And I was like, okay. If Deepika Padukone says, don't let them kill your spirit, my spirit ain't dying, bitch. And who else can say that in life? Who else can say that in a moment of such darkness, I really thought everything I'd worked for, everything I've earned was just, it was done. This was the peak. This was the end. But then Deepika messaged saying, don't let them kill your spirit. And then 2 days later, she made a video where she was doing the Orry pose on Ranveer Singh. And of course, is Deepika and Ranveer. That video went so viral. It was like a way of showing, saying, we support, that nonsense ain't true. And luckily for me, I have great friends and no one believed the rubbish anyways. But that's why I'm always going to be so grateful to Ranveer and Deepika, because they have always, in every stance, supported me. When Dhurandhar came out, I don't even speak Hindi that well, but I took all my teams. I went for Dhurandhar maybe 3 to 4 times for the first one. I took all my groups. I bought all the tickets. It's not going to make a difference to Ranveer Singh if I bought those tickets, but it was my way of showing, even if he didn't see it, it was my way of supporting and saying, I'm here, I've taken people, I've done 4 times. I don't know what more I could do for you. Me putting up a story ain't going to help you. But I mean, you're Ranveer Singh, but my side, thank you, There was this one pap, Snezala, and I knew him since back then because of Reliance events or whatever. So he used to see me in my shirt and backpack and he could tell I wanted to be pictured too. So he clicked my picture and I used to feel so special in my office outfit. We're friends till today. So till today, he's known me in my office days. He's seen me through all of that as a pap and seen me become the superstar I am today. So still today, he has seen, like, he's there. And again, when my interrogation happened, I was so nervous because it's not Bollywood paps that come to the police station. It's criminal media. So they're aggressive with their mics and asking you questions and pushing. And so all my Bollywood pap boys, Sneh had organized all the cameramen, they all came to surround me when I got out of the car and walked to the cop station. So even though I was outside a police station, Ghatkopar, not knowing which random criminal medias are trying to fight, I had an envelope, a blanket of my Bollywood pap boys who circled me and made sure, like my guards, there was me, my guards, and then a circle of Bollywood paps clicking my pictures and blocking all the criminal media and the aggressive people around. And they haloed me into the station and they haloed me out. That's why I was most comfortable. You see, there's a video of me exiting and I smiled because after 9.5 hours, I recognized, I was like, Sneh, you're here. And he's like, how are you? And I was like, great.
How is the relationship like with paparazzi?
I absolutely love them. They are my boys. They are legends. Imagine the hours and hours and hours they wait to take a picture for what, 500 rupees, 200 rupees. I know them by face. I know them by name. I know their birthdays. I send them birthday things. If something happens, I take care of them. Of course, not the random ones, but the ones I've known over the years, because new ones always come, whatever. But it's a hard life. It's not an easy life, man. Imagine they're circling the streets. They recognize your car. They follow you here. They're waiting for hours. And then they get insulted by some people. And then some people who call them then pretend they don't call them. It's like, you're making a fool of yourself. But why are you embarrassing the photographer? You only call the guy, And I'll tell you one thing. If you don't want to get papped, you cannot get papped. There are ways to not get papped. Do you see Katrina Kaif getting papped every day? Do you? Surely she leaves her house, right? Like, she's not locked in her house. So if you want to be that person, you can be that person. So I just find it weird when people are like, why are you all here? But don't be silly. But sometimes they do come on their own, of course. But if you don't want to, your guard can go, whatever. Like, you can tell them politely, they'll go away. They're really nice people. I get very upset when people are mean to them. I get very upset. I take it personally.
And क्या कभी ऐसा भी होता है कि celebrities paparazzis को खुद बुलाते हैं?
So PR can call. See, if you're a real celebrity, one, you don't have to. They know your car, they know where you are, people know where you are. So if you're Janvi Kapoor, you don't need to be calling the media because they know your car, they know where you are, and you're an important person. Your picture is going to track regardless. You don't really have to call them. And now let's say she has a movie or someone has something and you need to, then your PR team or your whoever's calling them. It's not that big a deal. People make it, Dhruv Rathee, for example, makes it such a big deal. Ye log media ko bulate. So what, dude? Like, our pictures are going viral. The pap pages are happy. The audience wants to see it. What's the big deal? Everyone wants to be a brand, right?
एंड कितना मिलता है एक फोटो अगर मान लो मैंने एज अ पैपराजी खींच ली कल ऑफ
So
अ
I
वेरी बिग
don't
एक्टर
know how much the picture. Everyone has a rate card. I remember at one point Taimur Ali Khan's was the highest. And then they said mine was after his back in 23 when I just popped off. But I don't actually know everyone's rate card. I don't actually know. Because everyone has a different one. If you're more important, it'll probably cost more. If you're a low-key person, maybe it's for more. So whatever. I don't know.
एंड जैसे मानो ऑरी की कोई फोटो खींचता है जब ऑरी बहुत न्यूज में चल रहा है तो देन कैन दे डू दे हैव द राइट टू सेल दैट पिक्चर डू दे
I'm a very consumable person and people have always used me for photographs or videos or for something or the other. And you know, my whole life has been objectified by myself. And so I don't mind if you take the picture and do whatever the hell you want with it. There's this girl in Indore, well, she's a trans girl, I guess, in Indore, who has the rights to my AI. And she just keeps making AI videos of me selling hajmolas on the street or gota warmers, and I would wake up and there'll be a video of me selling gota warmers on the road and hajmolas, and I'm farting and I'm pooping and I'm pop. She was doing everything under the sun, and like it was quite embarrassing, and people be sending me these viral videos, and Varun Dhawan once messaged me saying, get this stopped, like file a case, whatever. I was like, no, I won't do that. A view is a view, and I don't mind if people use me to generate their own content. Because see, I'm just helping someone make money or make a living, so I don't really mind. So use me as much as you want.
रेबल किड कैसी लगती है
She's sweet.
यू मेट हर टॉक
Many
टू हर
times, yeah.
ओके डू यू सी अ पैरेलल इन द काइंड ऑफ ऑनलाइन persona that the two of you have
No. She talks into the camera. I don't talk to the camera. So when you talk to the camera, people will think we're friends, that I'm talking to you. But I'm not your friend. Because you have to buy that friendship. No, I'm kidding. I don't talk into the camera. She does story time where she really talks into the camera. On Instagram, I rarely ever talk into the lens. Because again, I was raised saying you're meant to be seen and not heard. So I always showcase my life. I offer you everything, but I don't talk to you. I don't treat you like my friend because we're not friends. You have to meet me in person to be my friend. I'm not going to trick you and talk to you when you're sitting at home thinking Orry and I are best friends. I know about him. No. That's Rebel Kids format. She says, hello, my cute little red flags. And she does her thing and she gives her story time. I don't do that. I won't sit and give you a story time and tell you the gup and tell you the drama and exploit my life for the views. I won't tell you. I'll show you, but I won't tell you. I may do an interview and talk about some woman from my past who's really been awful to me, who owes me an apology, but I won't talk into the camera and talk about it. I am doing an expose soon though. But I won't talk to you like we're friends. And I feel that's where the two of us deviate. I show you my life, she tells.
how is your mother is she also like a very
How did you get this?
we have a good research team
My mom is a very simple lady. If you saw my mom, you would not. I always knew when I was a kid that I don't belong here. And I would tell my mother, like, you are way too simple for me. Like, both my parents are very simple, very easy people. When my friends meet my parents, they're like, how did you become like that when your parents are so cute? They're very simple. They're very easy. They wake up, they play their badminton, they do their thing, they sleep by 11, they watch the TV serial. They're really cute.
when your friends say ki how did you become that
Yeah.
what do they mean
A little monster. And they've been saying this before I was famous. So I was always a little monster. So they were like, your parents are so simple. Like, they're so cute. They're so innocent. Like, how did this happen? But I knew I wanted bigger things. But that's everyone in life, right? Doesn't everyone want bigger things? Like, everyone wants something bigger. I remember someone had gifted my dad an LV belt on his birthday once. And I saw it. And I didn't really know what an LV belt was. But I knew that it was something luxury and I had to have it. So I chupke se went and took it from his cupboard, and he didn't mind because again, he would have never worn that monogram belt. And it was my favorite belt for the longest time. And it was really the essence of my being. Like that belt that I didn't know what LV was at the time. I was a little kid, maybe 8 or 9, but I knew this belt meant something. It was the gateway to a world of luxury and overpopulous wealth, and whatever that I wanted was that belt. And then years later, I found out that belt was fake, which is actually why my parents didn't mind me keeping it. And it really crushed my dreams because that belt was the symbol of what I could achieve in life. And I realized you can't just steal luxury. You can't just, doesn't just become yours. You got to work hard for it. But I knew that's what I wanted and that was my goal and I went towards it. I still remember that belt.
And when you dress up outrageously, तब parents का क्या reaction रहता है?
I think now they're also used to it. Now they're immune. Now if I'm doing something, they're not going to be too shocked. But I love them because they like to turn a blind eye to my creativity. And that's really what's allowed me to get here. Because I feel if you have Indian parents and they're too controlling on your creativity, you're not going to blossom. That flower is never going to bloom. And imagine if my parents limited me, I wouldn't have bloomed. Rihanna wouldn't have stolen my earrings. Justin Bieber wouldn't have sang with me. I wouldn't be getting papped left, right, and center. So I'm very grateful to my parents for not interfering with my creativity.
I completely agree कि अगर एक supportive parents मिल जाते हैं तो इंसान
Don't support. Don't even need to support. Support's good, support's whatever. You don't have to support. Just don't interfere. That's all. I can say, oh, my parents supported me, like they were so like encouraging and sure. But like, if you need support, like moral support, then you're a broken person, I feel. Like, to me, there's only one kind of support, and that's financial support. Every year, I choose a few creators from alternative backgrounds, some from the LGBTQ community, some just who have lesser means. I don't publicize this, but every year I take a few and I support them. But how do I support them? I support them by writing a check. I can be like, oh, I followed you. Oh, I liked your post. I'm supporting. I know a lot of celebrities who follow these random people in Indore, but it's very performative, right? Because if you're following this person, you're following to show you follow. Because if you actually support your follow, does help them a little, but it doesn't put food into their stomach. It doesn't put money in their bank account. It doesn't put a roof over their head, right? And being a creator is an expensive job. So the only way to support someone, you support them financially. Otherwise, it's no support. So even with your parents, like, yeah, parents support your kid financially, whatever, but you don't have to support morally. Just don't interfere. Let the kid bloom into who they're meant to be. Because if you don't allow that, they're going to be a half person. They're not going to become the person they want to be. They're not going to become the person you want to be. They're going to be somewhere in between, right?
But do you think कि कभी कुछ ऐसे issues थे जिसपे थोड़ा तो non-support या फिर interference आई from the parents' side?
I feel when my NCB thing happened last year, I was like, maybe there's a lack of support here because they were vacationing in the UK. But now what was I supposed to say? Like, they weren't in Bombay. What could they do? And the worst thing would be them flying back because then there's just going to be more stress at home. So I want to say like, oh, I felt a lack of support. But honestly, there was no support they could give in that moment.
You have 3 brothers.
2 brothers.
You have 2 brothers.
We are 3 brothers.
You are 3 brothers. And you are the middle brother?
Yes.
Okay. What is it like being...
I'm the most favorite of both my parents.
Oh.
So most people are like, oh, the middle child, you must be one. Nah. I'm the one. I am the star in the family. The spotlight's on me. And I think both my parents prefer me more. I shouldn't say that, but they probably do. They may not admit it. But all 3 of us, me, both my brothers, we all suffer from only child syndrome. So we all think we're the only kid. And we're rarely in the same city at the same time, overlapping. So even when we're home, we're the only kid at home. So we all have, my older brother was in college. When I was in boarding school, my younger brother was alone at home. When I moved back to Bombay, my older brother was working in New York and my younger brother was in college. I was alone at home. So we all have only child syndrome. And it's honestly the best thing to have.
And मैंने ऐसे पढ़ा था कि औरी के कहीं पे पढ़ा कि father runs an alcohol business, कहीं पे पढ़ा कि real estate business है, कहीं पर पढ़ा
So
कि...
I'm from a joint family.
अच्छा.
My dad has 10 siblings. So that's 11 siblings total. So if there are 11 siblings in a joint family, they obviously do multiple things, right? So we do have hotels and they do alcohol distribution. I am in no way part of my family business. I never wanted to do it. I would never go to an office. I believe office corrupts people. I'm a creative person, so I never even looked into that. So yes, they do alcohol distribution and they do hotels and real estate. I'm not really sure, but I'm not really part of that. And if I ever had to do that, just know I'm in a really dark place. If I ever have to go to an office every day of my life.
Do you have an office now?
My bedroom.
There is no one who is employed with Orry?
So I do have employees, but they all work from wherever they have to be. They all do what they have to do from the locations they're at. No one has to go to an office.
And is there any time कि अब meeting बुलाते हैं तो
I'll
फिर
call
इस
them
जगह
home.
पे आना?
They'll come home. I have like a long table outside my room and have this beautiful passage and we'll sit there and they can sit there and do whatever they have to.
What is it like being from a Sindhi family? क्या है Sindhi family?
We have Sindhi curry on Sunday.
That's it. कड़ी तो यार सब खाते हैं.
And when I go out, people try to bond with me over being Sindhi and I'm like, I love it, but like whatever.
Are there any special festivals,
No.
any rituals, anything? What did your family celebrate? Diwali, Holi manate the?
We don't really do those many. We barely celebrated birthdays.
You didn't celebrate birthdays?
We did, but barely. Like, we don't make these things, we don't make things into big deal. We're very square as a family. We don't want to celebrate too much. We don't want to like focus too much on a birthday or focus too much on a festival. We don't really do all of that. If you see my house, we're not allowed to show personality. So there are no colors in the rooms, white walls, marble floor. We're very square like that. No extraness, no OTT. So my OTT-ness was always me inside. Sure, my closet has fun things, but you won't find colors and colorful pillows and stuff in my room. No, it's very blank. So even like that, we're very blank like that. And we love it.
And has your family been religious?
We all believe in God, but I wouldn't say I'm not so religious. I wouldn't say my parents are explicitly religious or even my brothers. But we all do believe in God and we do pray. And there is a Diwali puja in my building that my joint family, we all participate in and blah, blah, blah. But I wouldn't say overtly religious either.
Orry ने 18 साल की उम्र से कमाना शुरू कर दिया. Orry started earning right after college.
Yes.
I got to know that you worked in a mall in Mumbai.
I did.
And then you also worked in Reliance Industries.
So I did a training course at Reliance Brands.
Okay.
So Reliance Brands has all the brands, Steve Madden, Bottega. So I did a training course there for a year. And in order to work in the office, you had to work in the mall. So I did work in the Palladium Mall in the Steve Madden store, measuring someone's foot and putting a shoe on it. And every day, just a few days ago, I was at the Palladium and I looked at the escalator that goes to the Steve Madden store and I was like, you know, I used to work here. And the guy was like, who the fuck are you? And I was like, and I looked at him, he's like, oh, you're Orry. And I was like, I had to go leave then. But it was a very like moment. I remember till date, I had to go to that mall we call them FCs, fashion consultant, not salesperson or whatever. And I was an FC. And to think that there was a day I used to wear a shirt and a backpack and go to work. Yeah, so that was Reliance Brands. But every few months, they changed my position and changed my brand. So I could work with different brands and different designations. So I learned, it was a very good, like I learned things like Microsoft Excel. Can you imagine I can do a spreadsheet?
How long did you work?
About a year I was at brand.
You don't believe in the concept of office.
Office corrupts people.
Yes, office corrupts
My
people.
phone background till today is this selfie I took on my way to office, first day of office. And after I took the selfie, I cried. And so I never changed the background to remind myself that I don't belong in an office. That anything I do in life, I'll never go back to an office, to a cubicle. Can you imagine? I worked in a cubicle. People have photos of me in a cubicle in a shirt. Can you imagine? Do you think if you saw me in a cubicle in a shirt and pant and my backpack, would you believe it's me? And there are many pictures.
I would think ये तो costume है Orry का.
Exactly. But it wasn't.
You grew up in a joint family. Were
Yes.
all these people living with you or they were living in different places?
So my uncle used to stay with us, two of them, but then one got another flat. But now we have the building and we all have different floors. Growing up, sure. Now we're separated.
Okay, so अभी भी family close by ही
Yeah.
रहती है. Nice. So you still talk to your cousins and
Whenever.
okay. And what is their perception of Orry now? क्या वो बदला है कि जब हम joint family में थे तभी?
I think I was always the same person. Anyone you ask will say I was always the same person. I always say this. I was just privately famous before. Now I'm publicly famous. So yeah, all my friends are like, shit, he was always like this. Now we have to share the same Orry with the rest of the world. But otherwise they had it for themselves.
But do you now attend parties which are of different religious festivals? ऐसा भी होता है
Yeah, I
तुम्हारी
would.
party?
I would. I go to the opening of an envelope. So if you've invited me for something, trust I'll be there.
Has Orry been invited जिसमें उसको पैसे दे के invite करते हैं लोग?
Yeah, very often. I don't do so many of it, but very, very often. I get lots of paid invitations. Sometimes people pay just to hang out with me.
And do you accept?
Of course. Depends. Like if I met the person and stuff. But like I said, my whole life I've been objectified by me. So you can purchase the object. It'll cost you, but you can. So if you can afford it, you can. You can buy the friendship with that boy who's friends with everyone. You can have that. It's a sellable experience. So for 15 to 25 lakhs, you can buy me for lunch, you can buy me for dinner, I'll come to your wedding, I'll come to your birthday, and I'll give a speech as if we're childhood friends, I'll hang out with you and have shots with your parents, touch everyone you want. It's an experience you can buy. And if you buy it many times, like there's some people who have bought it again and again, now I'm actually friends with them, because now if you bought my friendship 5-6 times, eventually we're going to become friends, right? Like sucks for my business, but great for you. And so it is an experience you can buy. You can buy me being your best friend. It is a thing.
What is the highest? जैसे आपने बोला अभी कि 10 से 25 लाख देके
for meet and greet type thing between 15 to 25. I don't push it more than that. Even though I could, I don't.
When you put like a number to a meetup, does that come with कि इतने से इतना time ही spend करना है या इतनी ही बातें करनी है?
If I'm enjoying, I stay. Like the other day, it was a 1 hour appearance and then I had to fly out. But I was having a great time. I pushed my flight from 4 o'clock to 7 o'clock and I just chilled and I was having drinks, we were taking pictures and getting to know each other. And I was like, woo.
What are other things through which Orry earns?
I do a lot of brand deals here and there. I do my paid appearances to events and then this, but I make my most money from events and paid friendships.
Nice. And जैसे 100 रुपए अगर बोलने में भी, usually I use this as the example, but if a month you earn 100 rupees, what is the breakdown of that?
I spend 2 rupees.
You spend 2 rupees?
If I earn 100 rupees, I spend 2.
You're not a
Okay,
spender?
fine, let's be honest. 5. I'm not a spender. Popular to contrary belief. And if I say, oh, I grew up poor, you're going to laugh at me, so I'm not even going to say that. But like, do you know what poor rich kid syndrome is?
Tell me.
It's like when you are like well-to-do, good background, good school, good this, but it's not like you actually have that much money to spend X amount of money. Like my parents put me in a good school, good college, but even if they had the money, they weren't going to buy me the things I would want. No parents is responsible to put their kid in first class flights every day. College, I went up, down in economy. So like, yeah, you're from a good school, you're from a good family, you live in a good street, you have a beautiful house, but you are a poor rich kid. So when people say, hey, he's privileged, like, no, I wasn't that privileged. But now if I say that, people are going to troll me and say he doesn't realize his privilege. No, shut up. I wish I was more privileged. You're always meant to show that you're more privileged than you are. But my parents both really instilled a very hard-working and very money-saving attitude. Both came from families that were wealthy and kind of lost, like that have gone up and gone down. So we've seen that. We've seen immense wealth plummeting into nothing. And I've seen that with a lot of people, right? And what happens is when you are wealthy and you bring yourself up to that lifestyle and then you lose that lifestyle, you're fucked. So my parents have always raised me and my brothers to be in the sense that we could live in a jhopad and we'd be fine, and we could live in a tower castle and we'd be fine. Don't increase. The worst thing you can do to yourself is super increase your standard of living and your lifestyle, because then later tomorrow, God forbid, you can't afford it. What's going to happen? If I get used to flying in first class and I can't afford it anymore, what's going to happen? That's why I only fly business. Even my friends are like, oh, we can upgrade to first class. Or, oh, like you can afford first class. But no, I'm happy in my business seat. I'm very happy here. Let me be poor in business. You be rich in first. I don't have dreams of flying private. I don't want my own plane. I don't have dreams of owning a boat. I'm happy to rent it for the day. So if you ask me how much I save everything. I don't even know where it goes. It goes into savings and my dad does what he has to do with it. You may think, oh, I'm blowing money on this and that, but I'm really not. You don't pay to get invited to parties. In fact, I get paid to attend parties. But if I'm out every day at someone's party, I'm not like really paying. And I don't eat out of the house actually because I don't like eating outside the house. If I ever do eat, it's usually at Bastion or Blondie. Blondie is the cafe version of Bastion. But I don't really like eating outside the house. So like, and popular country beef, I don't even shop that much.
And who manages your money?
My dad. My mom and my dad.
They still manage your money?
I'm never going to grow out of that. I'm never going to like... Also, money is a foreign concept to me. I don't really understand it. After a certain number, like I can't understand the number. I used to do boy math in MacBooks because once my MacBook when I went to boarding school was the most expensive thing I owned that my dad gave me. So anytime I'd make money or get money, I'd be like, okay, if it's, let's say $5,000, like this is 5 MacBooks. And if it's 10,000, this is 10 MacBooks. Now, if you make a crore and $100,000, whatever the math is, I can't imagine 100 MacBooks, right? So like I lost the plot only. But yeah, if you ask, if I make 100 rupees, I spend 5. Now people will be like, oh, he's probably making so much money that 5 rupees is also a lot of money. Comparatively, sure. To a poor person, I'm rich. To a rich person, I'm poor. But I spend 5.
ठीक है. और अगर 100 rupees कमाते हो, तो उसमें से कितना % किस चीज से आता है?
No, the breakdown constantly changes. Like, let's say I had a good month in brand deals, and that month the brand deals would have been the best. Like last month I made 76 lakhs on just one deal. Like one reel, and that's the most I've made on a reel. I was like, I will show 70. Like, someone must be crazy to be giving, I don't know, whatever.
और ये आपने बोला कि 70 लाख रुपए एक ब्रांड डील के अभी ऑफर हुआ है.
Yes. Yeah. Offer, no, it's done, dusted, closed.
Yeah, you've done one brand
Yes.
deal for 70 lakhs plus.
Yes. Can you imagine? Even I was just like, are you guys like tripping? Like, what is going on? But I guess they must have really liked me.
जब ब्रांड्स आती हैं औरी के पास, क्यों आती है ब्रांड्स औरी के साथ काम करने?
When you buy Orry, you buy something very specific. I don't do scripts where I'm really replaceable and I'm too specific. You can't go to an agency and say, hey, I want to do an ad for hair oil and we need a boy and it should this, and then they say we give you X, Y, Z, A, B, C. No. Because when you work with Orry, it's very specific. That's a brand in itself. The brand is not hiring you as an actor, it's not hiring you as anything. You're being hired as you are collaborating with the brand Orry, because I myself am a personality of so much more, right? Tomorrow when you hire an actor, actors aren't necessarily personalities. They'll come, they'll act the character of your ad. But I represent things, I mean things, right? So normally the script is funny, or it's very Orry-esque. Even when the script is written, they write it in my voice and then I come and change it with them. So I'm very specific. So when a brand wants to work with me, they know they want to work with an Orry. They know an Orry is right for this, to sell this product, to sell this dream, to sell that.
And what is the kind of brand that Orry will say no to, will never work for?
I don't think I'll ever say no. Like, it's my dream to be in the ads you think I'll never be in. When my manager's like, what are your dream ads? Like, what's your goal? And I was like, I want to be in a Vimal Pan Masala ad. Like, that's what I want to be in Saffola. Like, I want to be in Head and Shoulders. I want to be in Hajmola. Like, the things you think you'd never want to see me in, because I already live the lifestyle of the rich and the famous. I already live that. So I already represent, I'm already with those things. I'm in the nice bags, I'm on the nice holidays, I'm wearing all those brands. I don't want to do ads with them. I want to do ads. You know when Ananya Pandey did the Pataka box, right? Why was it such a big deal? It wasn't a big deal because she's, oh my God, I got paid so much. No, because it means the masses of India love her. She's on the Pataka box. That's mass distribution of her face. And people are recognizing her and loving her. You're not going to put someone that the audience doesn't love on a box. So it is a big, big, big moment in her life. Similarly, I want to be on Hajmola and Head and Shoulders, and because that's consumed by the people, and I want to be consumed by the people, you know. I love attention and I want to be loved.
तो ये अच्छा सवाल है कि क्या एक रिच इंसान मासी हो सकता है?
So I did it, right? So people, like I said, I was always the 1 in 10%, but today I'm the 100.
Like, but when brands come, do they position themselves targeting an elite audience when
They
they're
do,
working?
because that is my audience. So one thing I always say is, there are some content creators who get millions of views and likes and reach, but you'll never have the 1%, because they're just not going to. And lucky for me, touch with them, my peers, I grew up with them. So the category of people that watch my reels, even if it's a small percentage compared to other people, it's a higher tier 1 category. I don't mean to put anyone down or be disrespectful. I'm just speaking facts. So when I do work with a brand, they know that. They know that the category of people in this audience is different than that. And I do also get the views from the other, whatever. But I would like to be massy over classy. That's always been my dream. Maybe grass is always green on the other side, or you always want what you don't have. I grew up with the tier 1, so I want the 2, 3, 4. But someone who grew up in tier 4 and made it would want the tier 1. But with tier 1, the problem is you either were born into it, or you marry into it, or you grow up with it. It's not something, it's very hard to get those kinds of people's attention. It's not easy. That's why I charge a lot, and I get away with charging a lot, because I know how hard I've worked to get that audience, to get that viewership, and to get that. So I don't compromise.
जब हम पार्टीज की बात करते हैं तो किसके पास एक्सेस होता है पार्टीज का? Someone with पैसा, someone with social.
No one invites you to a party thinking of how rich or poor you are, or whatever social currency, maybe, oh, this one's cool, not cool, and whatever popular. But honestly, if you're just fun and you're chilled and you're fun to have at a party, no one's going to care. Like, I'm a fun person to have a party, I think. Like, so hence I feel I'm wanted at parties, right? Like, if you're fun and you're social, no one's going to care. Like.
अच्छा, अब इस पे आते हैं कि Orry, when Orry votes.
Yes.
So what does a person like Orry think about जब Orry vote करता है तब? What are the basic needs of a person like Orry? Country कैसे होनी चाहिए Orry के लिए?
So I voted this year mainly on illegal immigration and closing the American border. So that was my main thing with voting. So I'm American. I vote in America.
What?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And I voted as an overseas voter. So I did my mail-in ballot. And when Trump won, I posted me with the ballot and saying, we did it. And gosh, again, people went crazy. Like, my God, I was like, it's just a vote. And all of America voted for Trump because he won the popular vote and he is the president, right? And headlines everywhere. Orry ka vote se jeeta Donald Trump. And I was like, oh, they credited me for his win. Finally, I voted in Colorado, which is a state he lost in. But whatever, I took the credit. I was like, you can't credit me to be the tipping vote, I accept.
This is a gift जो हमारी टीम ने आपके लिए बनाया है.
Thank you so. You made it.
Yes, this is handmade. This is with love from us.
Oh, I love that. And thank God you used a picture I actually like. No, because there's this one picture of me that everyone uses, and it's like the worst picture. It's the only picture of me I don't like. Thank you so much. That's so sweet.
They
Thank
made it
you.
हाथ से.
खुशी
made it and कल रात को 11:30 बजे तक उठ के
How
बनाया
sweet.
उन्होंने.
Thank you so much.
We have also attempted to gift you something that you really like.
Which
but
is a
you
phone
have
case.
Plenty of, but this is a
Oh,
phone
that is
case.
so cute. And thank you. It's actually one I don't have. Oh, that is so sweet. Thank you.
West Delhi के weekly market से
That is so
आपके
sweet. Thank you.
200 रुपए का केस है ये.
Thank you. That means so much. It doesn't matter how expensive a gift is, too. It's always the thought. You can give me the most expensive gift and I could hate it. But you give me something I actually use, I love it. Thank you so much. That is so sweet.
Thank you.
संजय ये ले
Thank
लो
you.
ना, मेरे लिए रखो.
तो अभी रजिस्टर करो, लिंक डिस्क्रिप्शन में है और पिन कमेंट में भी. सीखते हैं साथ में.